What's up, peoples? This D Mabry. It's my second day back at A&T, and I hadn't did too much today except get my track stuff straight. Aggie track, baby boy. But yeah, and got up on some yoga. Yoga, yes, I do yoga, and it's awesome. Been helping my hamstring or whatever. Hey, if you want to get up on some yoga and you a Aggie, just hit me up at Jr. Mabry, Mabry, Jr_Mabry. Um, but yeah, and I'll be there Monday through Fridays, probably like in the evenings before like 4 or 5, like 4 or 5. But yeah, um, today be coming out of 1 Samuel 17, and it pretty much was talking about David and Goliath. Now, I'm gonna give you a little summary, then we're gonna get into it or whatever. But the Philistines and Israelites were going to war or whatever, and the Philistines sit on one of their best warrior or whatever. And you know how in the old days they used warriors to the warriors would determine the outcome of the battle, like in that movie Troy. So yeah, and like every day Goliath would come out to the Israelite army, and he would step out of line and be like, give me a man and let us fight each other. That was his challenge. And pretty much the outcome of that challenge would be the opposing army, whoever lost, would submit and become the slaves of the other one. So, yeah, he would do that, and the Israelites would just be scared or whatever. They were afraid. And pretty much, the Israelites didn't have any men in their army. Now, I'm not talking about physical men. I'm talking about spiritual men. Spiritual men that knew that the God that they served was going to, back them up and keep them, or whatever, and just, help them and just help them win that battle. They didn't have enough faith or whatever. So this is where David comes in the picture. He's three of the brothers in the army, in the Israelite army, brother or whatever, and he comes from home, leaving the sheep or whatever that he shepherds or whatever, and he brings his brothers food and supplies or whatever they need, to survive the rest of the battle or whatever. And this points out, that David's a shepherd. This points out that he's responsible and he's protective, two great characteristics of a man. So one time, David leaves his flock, but he leaves it with another shepherd. And he comes and he's bringing his brother supplies or whatever, and he finds out that Goliath is challenging the Israelite army, and the Israelites aren't doing anything. They're just cowering fear, and they've been doing this for like 40 days. So he's like, why are y'all doing this? Do you know who we serve? And he's like, what? I'll fight him or whatever. And so the some of the men in the army, they take him to Saul, and David's like, let no one lose heart on account of this Philistine or whatever. And he says, your servant will go and fight him. So David was responsible. He was protected. He was intelligent because he left his flock, the ones that he was trying to protect, in the care of another shepherd. And he was a servant. A servant. He followed. He submitted to authority above him. Four great characteristics of a man, and spiritual characteristics of a great man. So pretty much David went to this battle with Goliath, and he knew, he was spiritually, mature enough to know that, the God that I serve is going to deliver me. He already delivered me from a lion. He already delivered me from a bear. So why should I worry about this big old dude that's standing in front of me right here? Nothing's too hard for my God. That's the kind of mindset we got to have in our daily lives, man. We can't let all these troubles and trials, bring us down. We got to just, trust in Him and know that He's going to keep us, and just, everything that happens to us happens for a reason, and it's for our benefit, and it's going to come out to the good as long as we're in His will, as long as we're following His word, and obeying His commands. If we put our trust in Him, put our faith in Him, He will bless us. But don't get me wrong, if you ain't in His will, don't get mad at God because some things happen. It's your own fault. So get it right. Trust in Him, and He'll be good to you. But yeah, this D Mabry. You wanna check out my dorm? Oh, it's nice, ain't it? Oh, let me go slow. Ooh. But yeah, this is D Mabry. Aggie Pride. Peace.